Thank you guys for all coming today. Welcome to my VTube debut on YouTube. Debut day 2. I had my first debut yesterday over on Twitch, and this is my second part here on YouTube today. Thank you guys for coming out here. Today's probably going to be a very chill stream, a little laid back compared to yesterday. I actually am losing my voice from talking for so much yesterday. But hello. I see Ingy. Ingy's here in the chat. Who else is here today? Okay. Alright then. Guess we'll go ahead and get started then. See if anyone pops up as we're going. So hello. My name is Jess. I am I have to get used to that. I was a polar bear. But I just recently became a human. Actually, my friend helped me a lot. She has magic powers. But I guess I should start from the beginning. So I originally lived in the North Pole with my family. But of course, due to things like global warming and deforestation, a lot of the bear community is suffering. So a lot of us have made the transformation, is that the right word? The transformation or the change, adaptation to human society. I've actually just gotten my human body, like I said. My very good friend helped me out. But I did have to kind of make a deal that I wouldn't eat honey anymore. But I don't know if I would say I would never eat it. Maybe just, cut back a little bit. And I know, polar bears, honey, it's not that strange. To be fair, polar bears and grizzly bears are more closely related than you think, especially these days. But one time, my cousin came to visit, and he brought honey with him. And it was really, 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 really good. And now I kind of have a bit of a addiction. But it's okay. I can break this addiction. Maybe. I will try. Maybe you guys can hold me responsible. Then let's see. My favorite snacks are actually, of course, honey related. I like honey with shaved ice. Actually, I really wanted to eat some today because my throat was sore, but then I remembered I'm not supposed to eat any more honey, so we'll see how long this lasts. Excuse me. Today I want to mostly just kind of chill and chit chat with you guys, as well as kind of go over what my plans for streaming are. So, my main goals really are just to meet new people and make friends. As well as, of course, I would like to try to play new games and different types of games. And I would love to chat with my friends and followers that come to hang out with us. And eventually, I do plan to do some art streams once I get some tech issues buffed out. And then once I get those going, I do plan to open up some art commissions. But I would say my main focus is just to have fun and connect with people who have, like, similar hobbies, other artists, other VTubers, people who are interested in, honey or baking or really anything. I'm just here to hang out and meet new people. One of the main reasons I became a VTuber is actually because, well, a friend of mine kind of talked me into it. And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, one, I'm just getting used to, having a human form. And then two, actually, I live in South Korea right now. And I have my friends here, but then I also have my friends back home that I don't get to really see or hang out with very often because of things with the great panini. So, due to that, I figured by becoming a VTuber and meeting more people through this way, it gives me a chance to hang out and chit chat with people that I really don't get to do much in my daily life anymore because of everything going on. As well as sorry, 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Right. But what was I saying? VTuber, to make friends, to hang out, yes. VTuber. My plan is mostly really just to VTube as a hobby and just for fun. And of course, to hang out with everybody and play games. I'm actually really looking forward to doing some game streams later on once I figure out how to do everything. I'm still really new to all of this. Let's see. Let's take a second. I'm gonna tweet. Sorry about that. Just thought I would tweet and let people know we were hanging out over here on YouTube today. I see I'm not the only one tweeting. I know I'm talking a little soft today, but is the audio okay? Are you able to hear my voice, or should I try to speak up a little more? Okay. Let's go ahead and continue then. So, my favorite game genres are, I would probably say, I don't know if I would say like my favorite, but it's definitely my most played genre would be RPG and simulation games, like such as like The Sims or Animal Crossing, as well as like Breath of the Wild and Pokemon. I'm not quite sure if Pokemon counts as a RPG or a simulation or both. I saw somewhere that it has the qualities of like a JRPG, so I included it in this section. And then a game that I really want to try that I've downloaded and I've played a little bit is Genshin Impact. It is on my playlist to actually sit down and play, and eventually maybe I can stream a playthrough of that. A couple of my friends are really into it, so maybe that could be something funny to do together. And then other types of games would be first-person shooter. I actually not really up to date with a lot of the newer FPS games. I used to play stuff like Left 4 Dead, Call of Duty, but those were all on like Xbox or PlayStation. I haven't played a lot of first-person shooters on PC, so that's going to be a bit of an adjustment for me, but it is something I do plan to do. And I know, again, I'm kind of late to the game on these games as well, but I want to try Apex as well as Valorant. See, I don't even know. But they're games I do want to check out eventually. Let's see. And then other types of games I would like to play are otome games, horror, and rhythm games. I mentioned on my Twitch stream yesterday that there's actually a couple of horror games I would like to play with everybody. I won't go into too much detail because I don't want to bore the people who were there yesterday with the same details, but there's this one game that gives me kind of nostalgic, like 8-bit game vibes, which I really love the graphics, and the gameplay seems really cute and simple, but also really creepy with like the ambience. Sorry, I obviously can't speak today. With the ambience as well as with like just the music and the mood, everything is so great. And then I really want to try to play Corpse Party. Corpse Party is a game I've really wanted to play for a while, so that's also on my like to play list. And then I also plan to play maybe a couple rhythm games. I do have one that I do play now. And so I want to try to use that one as a segue into finding more rhythm games. I've been like looking through the Play Store and App Store for different types of rhythm games, as well as on stream. I'm not as like up to date on those as well. And then as for otome games, I'm always looking for a really good otome. The last one I played was Mystic Messenger, and I kind of had a problem. I don't know if I would call it a problem, but I was obsessed, maybe slightly. I played it like every day, even like when I should have been doing other things, I was on my phone. And so I'm like, okay, this is a good game. A game, well, it's a good game because it makes you want to play it all the time. Or maybe I just have really bad self-control, which is also possible. But we'll just say it was a really good game instead. Okay, and then let's see. Next, I wanted to talk about some goals that I have. I do plan to try to stream at least 3 times a week. I don't have a set schedule yet. I do need to kind of play around with some things. I have things to do during the week. I'm a very busy. I keep wanting to say bear. I have to break that habit. I'm a very busy person, so I am mostly streaming as a hobby, and just to, like I said before, just to hang out and talk to people. So I do think that I will be trying to stream at least 3 times a week, with Saturday and Sundays being my primary 2 days. And then I want to try to have at least one midweek stream when possible. And I want to have different types of streams. Like I mentioned before, I do want to play games. So I want to have at least, like maybe one time a gaming stream, maybe one time just a chatting stream, similar to this kind of style. Or maybe like more Q&A. And what kind of, and these are always up for changing later. Right now it's just kind of let's play around with the format and find out what works best. And then, like I did mention, I do plan to try to do art streams at some point. I do have some minor tech problems, but once I get that all worked out, I should be able to stream art. And then another goal, I don't know if I'd really say it's a goal. I guess it is. But I do want to, achieve an audience, even if it's, just like 3 or 4 regular viewers. Like, to me that's a lot. So I would be really happy even with that. And then, Of course, my other goals are to hang out with and, meet other VTubers and other fans of VTube. I mean, another reason I got into VTube was because I was a fan. Or, actually, my friend. So, she dragged me into the world of VTube. And there was no escape. But I'm happy. It's been a lot of fun. Blah. Yeah, Inge, talking about you. But actually, Inge introduced me to a certain YouTuber, streamer, VTuber, there we go. And after watching some of his videos, I was hooked. And there is no way out now. I'm officially stuck here. But I wouldn't want it any other way. And then, let's see. And of course, my main goal is to have a good time. Like, I just want to be here and have fun and, hope that all of you who come and hang out are having fun as well. And those are pretty much my main goals for everything. I did ask my Instagram for any Q&A questions. And I got one from a friend of mine who asked if I missed them. So, Galaxy Puck, if you watch this at some point, yes, I miss you, and I hope to hang out sometime soon. So speaking of questions and answers, anyone in the chat, do you have any questions about me, about maybe my goals or what things I plan to do, or just any random questions, really? We can have a weird question and answer segment where we just ask weird questions, as long as they stay, appropriate. If not, I can do what I did yesterday and find some questions that were already prepared. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, then I found some questions that we can do instead, and actually, really fast, while I have some viewers here in the chat with us, let me check to see if my chat is working. Let's see. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, so the chat is on. Let me just move a little. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, I have some questions here, and if at any time you guys have anything, feel free to ask or jump in or answer the questions yourself. So, first question is, oh, if if you could write your own law that everyone had to follow, what would it be? Oh, okay, wait. First let me answer the question and then I'll talk about that, Ingi. So, if I had to write a law that everyone had to follow, it would be that you must eat honey every day. At least once a day. Or is that too much? Okay, fine. You have to eat honey at least once a week. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert. It's your choice. But we must have it at least for one meal a day. Or one meal once a week. Somewhere in the middle. That would be my law. On a serious note, my lore. So, I did briefly mention earlier, I am from the North Pole. I grew up in the North Pole, and when I was younger, I used to play a lot out on the ice. But then one day, as I was playing, there was kind of an accident. I don't like honey. Well, it was if I could write a law, and everyone had to follow it. Not if Ingi could write a law. Anyways, so one time I was out playing on the ice, and a bit of it kind of broke off and started floating away. Luckily, I was able to hop off and onto the main block of ice before going too far. But after that, I wasn't really allowed to go out on the thin ice much anymore. And then a few years later, my family from the south, some of my cousins from the south, came to visit because they were also having home issues with their home. But with them, it was a lot of their trees were getting cut down. So they were losing their homes there, which has been a really big issue, and it's really relevant now as well. Deforestation and the ice caps melting because of global warming has really caused a lot of issues for the bears, polar bears, and other types of bears. And it's really sad, which is why, like I did mention earlier, a lot of bears decided it was time to adapt. So many of us have started moving into the big cities and, finding ways to adapt, or even, like in my case, transform to fit into human society. But let's see. It was actually during that visit, though, that I discovered what honey was. They had brought this jar of, golden liquid with them. Anyways, sorry. And my cousin was eating it, and I was like, what's that? And of course, they're like, oh, here, you can try some too. And so I had a little bit, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then I just like couldn't stop eating. And then I accidentally spilt some on the ground, and I was like, well, I say on the ground. Because this is about to sound on the snow. And so I was like trying to clean it up. And to be fair, I was really young, so don't judge me too much, but then I licked the honey off the snow. And it's basically like, a honey snow cone. And it's one of my like favorite summer and winter and fall, spring, basically my favorite snack all year round. Of course, I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious to guess what my favorite food is at this point. My favorite food is food, snack. I eat it with a lot of meals. So food, my favorite food is honey. And my second favorite food is chicken, actually, fried chicken. And then, let's see. I keep getting sidetracked. So, it was actually recently that, let's see. I had honey, tasted honey, and then of course I mentioned due to things like deforestation and the ice caps melting, my family made the move a few years ago. I moved actually to South Korea by myself, where I'm currently living, and on my travels I actually met a friend of mine who is actually the same friend who got me into VTubing. And she also had just recently got a human body, and she said she knew how to make one. So I, since we became friends, I asked, do you think it would be possible to make me a body? And she agreed. But I had to make a promise because this friend of mine saw my honey addiction. And I had to promise if I wanted to be a human, I had to cut back on honey. Okay, actually, the deal was I was supposed to stop eating honey. But, occasionally, if I have like a little bit of honey, it should be okay, right? Right. No one has to know. Actually, I made some honey cookies. Yes. So, yesterday in my stream, we talked about baking. And I talked about different types of like kitchen fails I have had, which is baking chocolate chip cookies. So I decided today I was going to try to make honey cookies. I really want to eat them so bad. Yes, I must resist. Let's see. I can speak. I have been living in Korea for about five years now. So I can speak a little bit of Korean as well as English. And okay, wait. Actually, give me 1 second. I can't resist. the honey cookies. Give me 1 second. Mm. Mm. That cookie was really good. Huh? What is... What are these? What? Oh, why do I have ears? Uh, uh. I don't understand what happened. Where did... Is it because I ate the honey? Okay, this is, some unexpected, but apparently, if I break my promise, I turn back into a bear? No. Because I haven't changed. I just, my ears, my ears have come back. I... Well, that's okay. Now I guess I know, what happens if I eat honey. But how long will they last? Hopefully not too long. I think as long as I try to refrain from eating honey, and I didn't eat a lot, so they'll probably go away really soon. Let's see. Go away, go away. Oh, okay, they're gone. Oh, okay. They actually didn't stay too long. At least I'm back to normal. Thank goodness. But yeah. Whew. Now we know what happens when I eat my honey. I'll have to be careful in the future. Anyways, alright, so we do have a couple of questions here. So, if you had... okay. If you had to have one color for everything in your house, what color would it be and why? Again, I feel like this is probably really obvious for me. I would probably have yellow. And again, because of, well, it's obvious. But actually, my second favorite color is sky blue. So, since I already have so much yellow, I think I would do sky blue. Sky blue helps. Because sky blue reminds me of home. Like, I can look up at the sky anytime, and, you know, I'm looking up at the same sky that my family's looking at, or my friends, you know? We're all under the same sky. Ugh. That sounded so corny. I'm sorry. Let's see. Actually, it says my bitrate is a bit low at the moment. Let's see. I'll have to play with my settings a little bit to make sure things are streaming well for you guys. Let's see. Let's go on to the next question. The next question is, would you rather go 30 days without your phone or your entire life without dessert? I would probably have to say go without dessert. Because these days it's so hard to be without a phone at all. Like, if I had to just give it up for a short time, I could give up tech for a bit, but I couldn't give it up like continuously. Just in this day and age, it's not very practical. And plus, I can anything that I would probably eat for dessert. Well, does it count if I eat it at other meals? Like, is it only dessert if I eat it for dessert? Because, like, let's say I want to eat cake for breakfast. Then it's not dessert, it's breakfast. There's loopholes, right? I don't know. That's how I would look at it. I could just change it to match what I like. Oh, do you have any superstitions? Yes and no. I'm weirdly superstitious about really random things. Like, I think whistling at night is bad luck. And then, what's my other? I do think, like, if you're talking about ghosts and stuff, like that kind of thing, I think it, like, makes it more likely that, like, ghostly activity is gonna happen to you. Oh, actually, I have a story, but I might save it for another stream because it can get a little long because it's like a series of events. But if anyone's interested, maybe in one of my follow-up streams, I can talk about this story. But, like, I've had to live with a ghost. I don't know if I'd say live with a ghost, but my house where I grew up was definitely haunted. So if we want, like, spooky ghost story stream, I can do that sometime. And then I guess it's a superstition. I believe, like, if you're doing something, and something breaks, that means something bad's about to happen, or is going to happen soon. Actually, I've been really, really worried because just this morning I was putting a hair clip in my hair, And it fell on the ground and broke like exactly in half. Like there was a clean break. And I just kind of looked at it on the floor and I was like, ooh, that's not a good sign. So, I'm actually a bit worried right now because I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen. But yeah, I don't have really any big superstitions, just kind of like the common ones that people would have. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? Thank you for stopping by. We were just talking about superstitions. Do you have any... Kai! Kai! Oh my god, Kai, I love you too. Actually, I was doing Q&A earlier and I answered your question. I said if you ever come to watch my stream, yes, I miss you. Go to bed. You go to bed. It's not even late, sir. It is 10:50 p.m. here. But I'm so happy you stopped by. Kai, do you have any superstitions? You are important. Nope, no superstitions. Okay. I was just saying mine are no whistling at nighttime and what was the other one? Oh, if like something falls and breaks, it means bad luck. So, those are my little superstitions. And I have a ghost story that I'm gonna tell next time, hopefully. So, if you're interested in a ghost story, come back for the next stream. Anyway, let's see. If oh no, what cheesy? Oh. Yeah. Well, thank you for stopping by. I'm so happy that you were able to come by. I love you too. And I've been good. I hope you've been well. Feel free to come by anytime on my streams. You're always a welcome guest. Maybe we can play a game together sometime. Because I don't know any computer games. So I'm open to recommendations. Okay, let's see. I do think I'll do a couple more questions and then probably go ahead and end the live or the stream here for today. So let's see. Let's see if I can find some of the weird ones. What's a weird food that you recommend everyone try at least once? I would say I don't really know if it counts as weird, but I would definitely say like live octopus. In Korea, it's called samnakji, and it's really delicious. But it's definitely strange to see, and it's something you can find probably in a lot of like restaurants that serve sushi or raw or any type of raw fish. But basically, it's just like octopus legs that have been freshly cut off the octopus, and so they're still moving. It's a bit weird to look at, but it tastes really good. And if I had, I don't recommend this one, but there's like there's snacks that, like, they're in every country, like, basically insects. I'm not a big fan of insects. Like, no. It's a I don't even like them when they're alive. You couldn't pay me to eat one dead. Or, sorry. I just made myself a little sick just thinking about it. But yeah. Anyways, let's move on from that question. Would you rather have unlimited sushi for life or unlimited tacos for life? I would say I would prefer to have... Oh, that's so hard. I actually eat a lot of sushi a lot of the time. So if I had to choose, I think for like a change of pace, I think I would like to eat tacos for the rest of my life. Oh, I miss tacos so much. Let's see. And let's do one more. Let's see. I guess what are 3 things on your bucket list? Okay. One thing is I want to so they're kind of all travel related. One thing is I want to travel to New Zealand to see... This is gonna sound so like dorky. I really want to go to New Zealand because I want to see the Hobbit town, like Hobbiton from Lord of the Rings. I don't know, I've always seen like pictures of it, and it would be as close as I ever got to actually, becoming a hobbit. So I would love to go to New Zealand. Also, just I think New Zealand in general is very, very beautiful. Like the country, the culture, the landscape, everything is just so nice. And then I also want to go somewhere back towards the Arctic Circle. Anywhere where I could have a good view of the Northern Lights, Aurora Borealis. It's definitely on my bucket list to see that again at some point in my life. And last thing is I actually really want to travel around Japan. I want to go to kind of a whole bunch of different places, really. I want to go to, of course, Tokyo, and then travel down to Nara and Kyoto and Osaka to visit a bunch of the, historical landmarks as well as some of the temples. And I also would like to go to Okinawa and Fukuoka. I actually have some family who lives in Fukuoka right now, and so I would like to stop by there. Once the panini has passed, so I can go visit my family members over there. But anyways, those are the 3 things I would have on my bucket list. And with that, if there's no other questions from the chat, I think I'm going to go ahead and end my stream here for today. You can look forward to my next stream being, I want to say Wednesday of this week, but I'm not set on that yet. So, if you're interested, keep an eye out on my socials, my Insta or my Twitter. I will try to post there as soon as I know which day I'll be streaming, as well as hopefully within a couple of weeks, once I've got the hang of everything, I'll try to have a streaming schedule set up. That way it's a more set time for everyone. But yeah, I will try to get those will be my goals for, I guess, our next stream. Is we'll try to have all of that information for you. So thank you once again to everybody who stopped by to say hello. I am so happy you guys came out here today. And I hope to catch you again next time on my next stream. So with that, I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, or evening for wherever you are in this great big world, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.